Holy cow, Midjourney finally released their video model, and just look at these. Absolutely insane stuff. I mean, maybe you expected this from Midjourney, or maybe you're wondering why it took them so long. Either way, it's here now. You can animate any of your Midjourney pictures. You know what? Let's choose a random picture. Here I have a simple 2D isometric game screen, player character walking near a bustling city. I made this 7 weeks ago. Once you click on a picture, you'll see your creation actions here on the right side, but below that now it says animate image. We can use auto or manual. Manual's when we get to type a prompt ourselves, but for now let's just go with low motion and high motion. Then we'll go to the create page and we'll see them get created, and look how fast it's going. I'm not going to edit this video and speed anything up. The generation times are extremely quick. I mean, way faster than any other video generator. Now, because of that speed, is it expensive? Like, yeah, kind of. Apparently it's the same cost as generating 4 upscales. So if you're on like a $10 plan, you're not going to be able to use this a lot, but you will be able to animate your images on all tiers. Any plan has access to this. And I should say there's an asterisk there, because as long as they're not losing too much money, it will stay that way. If they start losing a bunch of money, they're going to have to make some changes. Our video is almost done, and then we're going to see it start playing. And there we go. We have 4 videos for every generation. I don't know which of the screens you're going to look at first. I think that's probably the most confusing part of the workflow. You kind of just have to pick one and go with it. But like maybe this one, the camera movement's kind of cool. I think this one's pretty good. And then as I'm hovering over it, you'll see that we can extend these videos. I think we can do that up to 4 times to make like a 20-second video. We don't need to do that on this one right now. Let's get to some more of the stuff. In fact, this was in low motion, right? Let's see what this prompt created with high motion. We should expect to see a little more camera movement, and we can definitely notice that in number 3 in the bottom left, and even in the top right. Okay, let's try again. Let's go with this character right here. It's a blonde girl with blue eyes and a butterfly on her head. Let's see what Midjourney does with it. And then while these are generating, let me take you over to the explore page, because you're going to be greeted with this now. Just a giant page of moving pictures. I think it kind of slows down my computer a bit, but this is really cool to explore. Like, this is hilarious right here. Oh, this poor girl's getting chased by a car and a guy. We'll go back to the top because this one caught my eye and I just want to make sure I click like on it. That's a cool picture. It's a cool video. Yeah, gonna have to get used to this new vernacular. And then look at this, Jesus. Holy cow. Where does your eye go first? That's what I'd love to know. Oh, I like this one right here. Oh, and shout out to Henry Cavill, all right. Okay, here's the low motion girl, and some of these are okay. Usually 1 out of the 4 is gonna be decent enough for you to save it. So I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna click like on this. And then here's our high motion, and as you can see, it's a little more erratic. So if you have a simple subject, maybe stick to the low motion. That's my early suggestion. Now, while we're here, I can introduce you to that little tooltip in the top left. I'm on a Mac, so that says press Command to scrub. If you're using a Windows computer, you can hit Control on your keyboard. And then you can actually move your mouse and scrub through the entire generation. I mean, it's only like 4 seconds long, or maybe it's 5 seconds. And that's going to come in handy once you start extending some of these scenes. You're able to go back and forth really quick, and then it just makes it easier for your eyes to track what to look at. It works great with random art styles, and you'll notice that all videos start to play when you hover over the grid. If you right click on one of these pictures, I think you can click on autoplay videos. Oh, and then that's going to let your whole creation page generate. Okay, we don't want that. Make sure autoplay videos is off, and then it will only play over the grid you've selected. Again, here's the high motion variant, and I think the low is way better. Although this one on the left is kind of cool looking. Okay, back to the low, and then I want to point out the resolution. Right now it's at 480p. Pretty low resolution, not that great for anything. But we do have confirmation they are working on a video upscaler, so that's huge. That could be unreal. It will let you generate fast at 480p, and then pick and choose which videos you want in a crisp quality. We hope that comes soon. I guess we don't really know. Okay, let's go back to a random picture. This time we're going to use the manual generation. Let's start with low motion. That's going to load your prompt into the prompt box and your picture as the first frame. Right now there's only a first frame option, but based on that, we can assume that maybe one day we'll get a last frame option as well. For now, it's just the starting frame. And then maybe we can delete our prompt and type something new. What do we want to see happen when this comes to life? Let's really try to play with it. Let's say the warrior's eyes turn red as he howls at the sky. What do you think's gonna happen? You only have like 5 seconds to go through all of your motions, so you don't want to prompt for too much. Do you think it's gonna be able to turn his eyes red? I don't know. But then let's try a manual high prompt. You'll see that it added the motion parameter -- motion high. And this time, let's say the warrior lifts his sword to the sky and then points it at the camera. This could be cool. All right, let's see if his eyes turn red. Oh, we get that in number 1 over there on the left side for a split second at least. That's pretty cool. And he does howl at the sky. I mean, his mouth opens, like, that's freaking cool. And then a side note, obviously there's no sound right now, but again, we do have some confirmation that they're at least thinking about it and considering it heavily, trying to implement audio in the next version. It'd be like video V2, right? Now let's see if our warrior can lift the sword and then point it at the camera. The sword goes up, and oh, I just got goosebumps. Jesus. Like number 1 and number 4. So over here, I think this one's impressive. I'm gonna focus on that right now. I'll let them play. Okay, let's watch number 2. How does it do? Kinda janky. Number 3, I think this one sucked. Yeah, it's he's a little tired. Okay, now let's watch number 4. Oh, it kind of combines 2 swords into one, and then I don't know, whatever. Freaking cool, right? So that's what happens when you manually prompt. You can actually get your character to do a couple of different things. I'll have a big video going over everything I can think of. For now, this is just a quick introduction, right? There was one more thing I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, it's that you can turn any image into a video. It doesn't have to be made by Midjourney. You can click up here at Add Images next to the prompt box, and then choose a file from your computer. Once you have a picture, you click and drag, and then you're gonna bring it over to the left side and add as the starting frame. Animate an image. And then we can prompt for anything. I tried some funny ones earlier. Let's go with the background explodes and the man is really scared. Let's see what happens. By default, it will generate with motion low. And how do I know that? Because when we click on settings while a video is in the prompt, we only get these settings. So motion is low by default. We could change it to high. Speed, okay, that's something I can mention. Relax mode does exist for video on the Pro plan only. I think that's the $60 plan. Obviously that could change. They could give relax mode to everyone eventually, but don't expect that anytime soon. So for now you have fast. Oh, and then we found out they're also working on a turbo video speed. That could be kind of crazy. He said it might be 2x faster, all the way to like 6 to 8 times faster. Imagine making a video in 10 seconds, like that would be unreal. Okay, so we're gonna run this prompt again, except we're gonna go with the high motion. And oh my God, what is happening? Are you seeing this? Excuse me. What is gonna happen here? Okay, the background does explode in number 1, and then I get some luscious hair. Look at this gorgeous man. I can't watch this anymore, it's so embarrassing. Now I'm thinking maybe if the prompt is even more specific, like the background explodes, there's fire, there's debris, maybe I could try that experiment. Not gonna do that right now, I'll have that in the next video. But let's check out the motion high with the same prompts. And uh-oh. Either way, you can tell that this is already pretty intense, and the fact that you can use this with any picture, like, just be responsible out there, okay? Don't cause any problems, please. Oh boy, I'm watching the frames get generated here, like, what is this gonna do? Oh, Jesus. Okay, there we go, I get more hair. Shout out to Midjourney for supporting my dreams. It didn't work very well. Didn't listen to my prompt. I don't know if that's a high motion thing. It's gonna take some more experimenting, but for now, I'm just gonna hide these cause they're weird. Okay, I still have one more thing to show you, all right? I have a folder created for funny videos. There's 3 of them right now. Okay, first I'll show you this one. So it's an animated still of Iron Man, right? Midjourney knows that Iron Man is in the prompt. Watch what happens when I hit play. His mouth and mustache go up like his armor would, like his mask. And then watch this. I used that picture of myself and I said, this guy turns into a Super Saiyan. And then It gives me these hair. It does the anime lines on the outside. Like, that is so funny. And then we have this one as well. I'm glowing a bit. Like, that's pretty cool, right? Okay, one last thing. I'm going to show you some good videos. These were obviously a little ridiculous. I want to show you a video that I extended 3 times. So the first prompt was an angel spreads her wings and flies away. That's the starting picture. And then we can end up with something like this. So the first prompt was that an angel spreads her wings and flies away. Look how the sun comes into the frame. Look at her pose as she goes into the sky. It gets a little low resolution near the end, but like, what a cool video. I think this is like, I don't know, 12 seconds long, maybe something like that. Yeah, you see down here, it's broken into 3 parts. Let's play it again from the beginning. So here's the first one, and then I extended it here, and then we get her going into the sky, and I was like, okay, I want to see what happens next. And then right here, she moves a little slower. I guess I was a little disappointed with that, but overall pretty cool. And then I don't know if I played this one at the beginning, but look at the expression on her face. Her mouth moves and it kind of looks like she says, what? You know, I hope I'm not just seeing things. I mean, maybe you're a better lip reader than me. What do you think she says? But, you know, the way her eyebrows go up, the smile, the laugh, how her wings turn, like that is just so good. I thought this Batman was really cool. In fact, let me show you that whole grid. This was with high motion and just like look at them all work together. When you see 4 images side by side start to move, like that is pretty magical. And then I have her playing the guitar, super simple prompt. She strums the guitar. You know, I don't play the guitar, but look at her hand movements. Like that looks really natural, really realistic. I don't think that video looks out of place at all. Look, like this video so we can share it with more people, and subscribe if you want to stay up to date, because I'll have a full deep dive coming up soon as I can. And if you want to learn how to create the coolest 2D images to serve as your foundation, make sure you check out my community in the description below. I recently uploaded my entire Midjourney beginner course. There's like 11 hours of video going over everything you'll need to know to create the coolest pictures. Check it out if you're interested. I hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.